Is the frequency in use? The answer is no. This is a K4PEW net control for Mt Juliet Simplex radio net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Nothing heard. If there is, call 911 if it's that kind of emergency. If you're just having a personal emergency like nervous breakdown, call your site. Anyway, um, you can break for any emergency traffic and, well, anytime. For information on this net, you can see us right now on YouTube. And that's just put in the YouTube search block, put in my call K4PEW. It'll bring up the, I think they call it a premiere when you go and look, and you can watch your responses on the net, on the screen, and you can watch other people's on the screen. You can also hear them as they talk to me. If you can't, you can't hear them on your chat. At any rate, you can also go. That's on the, excuse me, that's on the YouTube. You can also go to our regular website, 146415.net. That's 146415.net. Simplex information there and a little bit about everything about Simplex. Also, you can go to our groups.io site. It's GROUPS groups.io, and then just search for MJSS. They have a search block in their page there, and you'll come up with Mt Juliet Simplex site. You can see our net schedule there as well as sign up for emails if you want to, and it's a good place to sell equipment, keep up on the current trends in fashion and young food. The net normally meets, or you can also send me an email at K4PEW. It's my call, Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey at ARRL.net. We normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday. And we conduct a net tonight on 146 as always, 146.415 FM, and it'll be followed. That net will be followed, or this net will be followed by a net on 28.415, 10 meters, upper sideband 28.415. Purpose of net is to have fun, figure out who we can hear, who we can't hear, to make our shack work so we can hear as much as we can. And lots and lots of people have done that. We've got a mailing list now of 190 something. I can't keep track. It bumps up and down a little bit. But anyway, I think any club would be thrilled to have a distribution of 190 something people on them. And we are thrilled. We're thrilled because it makes for a better environment for everybody. We can trade information. We can sell equipment. We can, when I say trade information on technical things, on ham radio, about ham radio equipment, about ham radio, like I said, trends in fashion and food. We invite announcements. So we have only two announcements. We get the 2 meter net, then the 10 meter net immediately following on 28.415. We don't want to forget the 28.415 net that is on Sunday nights, 7:30 p.m. The mid 10 meter net. That's mid 10 C. It's not mid 1010. That would be a 1010 club, which is totally different. They actually have to do this. But yeah, mid 10 net. It's at 7:30 on 28.415. And Michael KM4YRF ably handles that net for over 2 years now, regularly on Sunday night at 7:30. So mark your calendars. Now, if you sign up for the emails, you will get reminders about all of the nets. It's a nice feature because, well, lots of people forget nets, and that's why we give hams here on the 2 meter side. We give them 2 opportunities a week to miss the nets.
Watch out for tornadoes tomorrow.
Thank you, Charles. Please don't interrupt. Yeah, well, everybody knows the weather warnings. Let's see, where was I? Anybody else have any other announcements? All righty. We'll be taking people short on time first, and then first time check-ins, and then we'll take regular check-ins starting from, I already forgot, starting from the east. Today is February 16th. This is net number 771, if you can believe it. Can't believe we made it this far. We'll be wrapping up 8 full years in September, which is only, 6-7 months away. Anyway, is anybody short on time? Please come now.
Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot.
All right, Kilo November 4. I've got the name. My pen ready. How you doing, Rick?
I'm doing well, Paul. How are you?
Very good. Finished up dinner. Made a fast trip to Walmart for some vittles, and enjoying time here on the net.
Wow, awesome, man. You've been busy. Yeah, yeah. Hey, man, you really sound good and clear tonight, man. There's like
that's because I'm in Ashland City tonight.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're sitting almost underneath that Jolton repeater. That must knock you over when it's on.
Sometimes it does.
Man. All right, well, very good. Hope everything's well with the family, Rick. Is everything else okay?
Everything's good, man. Just got stuff to do.
Oh, yeah, very good. That was Rick. Kilo November 4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. He's in Ashland, in the vicinity of Ashland City. Let's see, who else we got short on time? Very good, Charles. Sup?
Not much. Put up trash today, and the trash is blown everywhere.
Oh, I'm sure it was a busy day, as windy as it was, that's for sure.
Good to hear y'all. KG4F, thank you.
Yeah, very good. That's Charles in Ashland City, Jolton area. And that's KG4, Kilo Golf 4, Sierra, Foxtrot. Good signal tonight there, Charles. Who else is short on time?
KFQ Mobile.
Hey, I heard KF4, KFQ Mobile. Man, will grab you quick before you run out of space there or run out of signal area. You doing all right, Tony? Very good. Where are you tonight?
Downtown Smyrna, but I'm on the move.
Okay, I heard downtown Smyrna? Is that right near the mobile home park?
Absolutely.
Very good. That's Tony, KF4, KFQ, short on time in Mobile. And he is in the vicinity of Smyrna downtown. I'm not sure exactly where that is, but that's Tony. Who else is short on time?
KD4 CVE Mobile.
All right, Mr. Mobile Greg. You're on the way home from your work, I take it?
Yep, still on Briley, but I'll be home in time for the next step.
Ah, very good. How's traffic out there tonight?
It's pretty good right now. It's windy.
Yeah, well, I used to have a VW bus, and it was like driving a billboard in this kind of weather.
Well, I've got it. Even my little small car with no profile is getting pushed around.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know. What did they say the gusts were up to? It was pretty blustery earlier.
I didn't hear.
Say what?
I didn't hear what the wind speeds were.
Ah, just curious. All right, we look forward to having you on that later. Then have a good drive, safe drive home. That was Greg. He's on the way home from work over in the. Where is he? Oh yeah, you're near Opry Mills. On the way back from that area down to Antioch. Who else is it? It's Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Mobile. Who else is short on time? All righty, we're going to start taking check-ins then. But do we have any first-time check-ins? Anybody happened upon our net and want to check in? I heard a little squelch break, but I think it was nothing. All righty, we'll start checking. We'll start checking. Yeah, we'll start taking check-ins from the. It's not north, it's not south, it's not west, it's east. Please come in.
Your Bravo Kilo India 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo.
Nice try, Rick. James, how's it going?
Doing fine. Stayed in out of the cold. Just got out in the wind a little bit.
Oh, it was actually pretty nice outside, unless it got blustery, then it wasn't so hot.
That was a pretty good day. It was actually warming sometimes.
Yeah, it was. I was out there, and it was very pleasant outside. Me and the dogs enjoyed it out there.
I got inside my car and working, and it was hot inside it.
Oh, I'll bet it was. Yeah, when the sun came out, it was really nice. Huh?
It was wonderful.
Yeah, but it's going to get cold again, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't look forward to that.
Yeah, you'll survive. You're tough, man.
Yeah, I'm an old man. I've been around through a lot.
Well, listen, if you can spend how long were you up in the Chicago area?
3 or 4 years.
See, if you can take that, you're a man. That's a real man can stay up there 3 or 4 years on Lake Michigan.
Oh, we had some tall snowbanks behind our yard sometimes when it snowed.
Oh, I'll bet, man. It's they don't call it the Windy City for nothing, do they?
It was breezy, windy, cold, everything.
I know it. How far did you live from the, or where you went to school up there? How far was it from the lake?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay, that's curious. It's because the lake looks pretty scary in the winter with all the frozen water, for all the ice along the edges. It just looks ominous.
I had a car up here, so I didn't go out walking in that.
Yeah, I hope not, man, because that is some nasty weather up there. Well, very good. Hope everything's well with the family, James.
Yeah, everybody's doing good.
Good. Glad to hear it. All right, that was James here in Mount Juliet. Whiskey Alpha for Zulu Hotel India. James. Richard, I did catch you, but man, you must be getting old, man. Your trigger finger ain't working.
Yeah, I know. He's got a little bit shorter distance to travel too. But good evening. I hope everybody's doing well and staying warm. And I hope this weather doesn't get as bad as they say it's going to, because I don't like 70-mile-an-hour winds. It just kind of gets extended the wrong way. But I'm off work for the next 4 days, so maybe if I have any issues, I'll be able to do something about them pretty quick. Hope nobody else does. And y'all take care.
Yeah, this is your Friday, isn't it?
It was, and I'm tickled.
Yeah, it's always nice to have the days off. So you work 3 days or 4 days? I forget. It's just 3 days, right?
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, that's nice though. A nice short work week. That was one of the things I enjoyed about sales. What I did for a living, I was able to make my own schedule. It doesn't mean it takes away my obligation to sell stuff, because if I didn't sell stuff, I'd be on unemployment line. So if I could work it out, I'd take a day off here and there that was just unscheduled and nobody cared. It was kind of neat.
Well, as long as you got the job done, why, I don't think there should be any fuss about none of it. You know.
No, that's exactly what my boss told me. So I don't care what you do, as long as you bring in the business.
There you go.
No, it was kind of it's actually, for somebody who's never done it, it's actually a feeling of freedom and a lot of responsibility at the same time, because you do have the liberty to go, I ain't got to call on nobody today. I don't have to do that today. Guess what? You do got to do it eventually. So you just got to keep up with the responsibilities like any other job.
Oh, sure. I mean, you can take a day off, but you got to make up for it somewhere. You got to make your sales calls and try your best to do your job. But yeah, taking a day off every once in a while, I don't guess would hurt anything or anybody, as long as you got the job done otherwise.
Well, it's one of those things. Who was it? Satchel Paige says, "Don't look over your shoulder, man, because somebody may be catching up to you," and that's what you got to be careful of in sales. Somebody's always catching up to you.
Oh yeah, it's always somebody wanting your job.
Yeah, very good. Well, all right, Richard, I'm glad everything's well with you. I take it.
Everything's hunky dory fine over here in the neighborhood, and 7:30 to you and everybody on the net. Thank you for what you do, and I'll holler at you later. KI4SIB back to net. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. That was Richard and his bride, Stephanie, and that's KI4SIB and KI4SOR. Technically, we don't have to say phonetics on FM just because of the sound quality, but sometimes it's important just to make sure everybody gets embedded in their brains, because it is important to know the phonetic alphabet. Anyway, I'm not bragging about it. I've been doing it since the Boy Scouts, and that's what, 10 years ago maybe. All right, who else is where are they headed? East, please come in. Speaking about Boy Scouts, how you doing there, Eddie?
Doing very well. Hope everybody else is too. Looking forward to this little cold front getting through real quick and warming up.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have some spring weather. This up and down drives you crazy when it gets cold, and the next day it's warm.
Get that right. I got a few things done during these last few warm days we've had, so maybe it won't be long to where we'll have some nicer days coming.
Did you sell that rack mount? Rack mount. That was a power supply, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think Michael's going to take it.
So you got a rack?
Yeah, it's a 19-inch rack mount.
No, I said, does he have a rack?
Oh, I don't know. You can put it on the desk. You don't have to have a rack, but it's a pretty big power supply.
Yeah, if you could find a rack, you could probably sell them that too.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, so it looked like a nice piece of gear.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, very good. That's what's neat about at least the power supplies I've dealt with. The Astrons, man, they seem to last a lifetime.
Yeah, they tend to be some of the better ones.
Well, very good. Anything else for the net, Mr. Eddie?
I guess that's about it.
All right, very good.
Thanks for doing it. Talk to you later. W4EDI.
Yeah, very good, Eddie. You have a good night. That was Eddie in Gladeville, Whiskey 4, Echo, Bravo, X-Ray. Who else is east? East or north? North, please come down.
WB0 NOL. Papa Lima Alpha. Philip over in Tucker's Crossroads, community of Lebanon.
Hey, hold on, Philip. I got Mark beat you to the push to talk there. Mark, how you doing tonight?
Oh, doing well. Sitting here eating dinner and listening to you at the same time.
Oh, that could
do.
Well, that could prompt indigestion, couldn't it?
Yeah, my stomach already hurts.
Well, I think it's your wife you need to send out of the room when I'm on the air.
Oh boy, you just triggered a comment from across the room.
See, at least I know I'm accomplishing something. I don't know if it's something of value, but I'm accomplishing something. Upsetting people that I don't even mean to upset.
Oh, you don't really upset her. She just looks for excuses to complain about stuff. That's how she is.
Well, it must run in that genetic end of the earth, because my wife does the same thing. She'll say, oh, and when somebody's out, she can hear, when I'm not even in the shack, she'll hear the radio's on, and she'll hear it. She goes, oh, it's that guy again. I go, yeah. He says, what's wrong with him? Oh, she doesn't have a reasonable answer. But it's just funny how she makes commentary. And I think I told you, Jim down in Woodbury, he has to close the doors to his shack when I get in here, because the sound apparently travels real well into the lower floor. And his XYL would come up and slam the door on the set.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I don't have that effect on women.
Oh, it's actually good, because it avoids, me having to just tell women, no, don't come here, please. Just stay away. I'm married. See, this it helps. It keeps it's like a repellent.
Yeah. All righty. Well, have a good evening. We'll be listening. WB0 NOL.
Very good. Give my regards to your XYL. I'm sure she's just thrilled to hear me. Anyway, that was who was that? That was Mark. Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar, and he's up in Northwest Wilson County. Who else? I think I heard Philip out there. Philip, what's your call? The first part of your call again?
Whiskey 8, Papa Lima Alpha.
Yeah, it was a Whiskey 8 I was missing. The out of town call. When I lived in New York, it was Western New York along the Canadian border. All of the calls, rarely did you hear anything but a 2 call. There wasn't a lot of activities there, where there was a lot of transients moving in and out, like was when I lived in Florida, where you got so used to hearing every call on the planet down there. Not every call on the planet, but every call in the States, because there were people from Michigan and Chicago, Illinois and Ohio and New York, and you name it, they were from all over the northern sector there. Anyway, so how's it going tonight, Phil?
Oh, it's going good. Actually got together today with another new ham, and we went over and visited, I guess, one of the Elmers from our Woodland County Amateur Club. We got to see some nice HF equipment and antennas set up, and got to witness some CW being taken down. Pretty neat day.
Yeah, now which club was that you were with? The Wilson?
The Wilson County Amateur Radio Club.
Oh yeah, very good. Yeah, I used to attend that, but my schedule, at one point didn't permit it, and it still doesn't really permit it. That was, again, let me put it. I think that our group, which is this loosely knit group of hams on Simplex, we support fully everything that Wilson County does, as well as the Wilson County Emergency Operations Center. So I'm kind of like a member in absentia.
Yeah. Seeing that CW being taken down and seeing somebody be able to listen to that and just write down the letters, that made my day. That was pretty neat.
Oh yeah, when somebody's adept at doing that, it's impressive.
Yeah, we've got some really good people out here, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, no question about it. That's one of the reasons it's so much fun getting a group together like this or over at the Wilson Club, is that you get to meet a lot of talented people, not only just in ham radio, but just talented in other areas as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Just anybody listening to, I've been kind of throwing it out there. I-40 from Lebanon to at least exit 245. It's been in rough shape for the last couple of weeks, and I think TDOT's out there doing some repairs on it today. But there's some pretty really bad, unsafe spots of road. So if anybody's traveling, the interstate here, be careful.
Yeah, I've heard. I've been out that way in several weeks, maybe a couple of months. Well, yeah, a couple of months. So a lot of that frost damage on the road surfaces between Mount Juliet and Lebanon.
Yes, sir, there is, and there's a lot of debris and stuff that's being kicked up as you get behind the truck. But I think they're working on it. Hopefully, they'll get that taken care of in the next couple of days or so.
Yeah, TDOT is actually pretty good about keeping up after that.
Well, that's all I've got. It's good talking to you, and I'm going to send it back to the net. W8PLA.
Yeah, very good. That was Philip, Whiskey 8, Papa Lima Alpha. Tucker's Crossroads, you were just giving a little warning there that the area going east from Mount Juliet on 40 has got problems. I heard it from another hand too. I haven't been out that way myself. But the roadway's got problems with because of the frost and the water issues and snow. I guess snow, water, ice issues cause some of the roadway, and there's some T-dots in the method. Just be careful is what he's really saying. Anyway, that was Philip, Whiskey 8, Papa Lima Alpha. With a public service announcement. Who else is north? I heard somebody hitting the push to talk, but no audience. Got nothing. Anybody else north? Is anyone else north, please?
November 8, November Hotel Tango.
Hello, Hayes. What's up?
Not much. It's a better night to be outside. At least it isn't freezing cold. I feel kind of comfortable sitting in the driveway of my truck right now. This is actually kind of pleasant.
Hey, I hope you have the windows open. It'll be a nice day.
That's correct. I did. Well, I just had the antenna out the door, and it isn't too bad here. Still no base station in the shack yet, but I'm working on that. It'll be here one of these days.
Oh yeah, all good things in time. I mean, I started out with an HT, and now I have too much equipment, as we've talked about.
Yep, exactly. But before I get, I mean, I'm not gonna try to go to that tall home of ham fest or something. Eventually, I'll get a 2 meter base antenna or something. But my goal before that is to get 10 meters rolling, and I think that like first thing was one thing at a time.
Oh yeah, 10 meters has been a lot of fun recently. There's a lot of activity going on over there, all over the country and all over I don't know about all over the world, but I know there's guys been working in several countries overseas.
Yeah, I'm glad that sunspot cycle's on the rise again. When I first started in ham radio, I talked just in that novice section. I talked from Ohio. I talked to Japan and Europe and all over on 10 meters, and that's the only HF band I've ever talked to.
Yeah, those were the glory days of 10 meters when you were there about last.
Yeah, I'm thinking so, and I guess that was my first taste. I guess I thought it'd always be like that. It was pretty nice.
No, it's been pretty quiet for a long time. I've been a ham for however long I've been a ham, 17 years now. And there was a big long stretch with 10 meters was just like it was a waste of time even trying. I mean, sometimes you make a contact, but it was pretty dead.
Yeah, we'll see, but looking forward to getting that rolling. But it's like you said, everything's a balance, and it's nothing to go in debt over. Just little here, an antenna tuna here, this here, and antenna here, and then it'll happen when it happens. That's that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've seen. Well, I can't say I've seen hams go broke, but I have with that one video I had up that me and my wife had made fun making was about somebody who spent all his money and paid off his ham equipment with his credit card and got it all paid off, and then it got hit by lightning.
Yeah, I don't want that to be me. I'm hoping. So yeah, I'm trying to get it all done and nothing fancy. I have like I said, HF, a wire, and a budget radio.
Oh yeah, you'll do fine. It's like I said, all good things in time. We don't want to ever push the budget out like that because it's not a job, it's a hobby. But anyway, that was Hayes. He's in Hendersonville, November 8th, November Hotel Tango with an awesome signal from his car out in the driveway. Who else is north? North or west?
KM4YRF.
See, you didn't have to remind me today about the 10-meter net on Sunday night. You notice that?
Yeah, I'm really proud of you.
Yeah. Yeah. My memory's not as bad as it used to be, and not as bad as it used to be.
Yeah, I hear that. I know all about that memory issue. I'm having some of my own.
Well, it's I guess some of it's inevitable. Sometimes I really am. As much as many of my friends in workmates over the years, they'd say I was never at a loss for words. Well, they're wrong.
Yeah, I hear that. Sometimes I'll be running mid sentence and I go totally blank and forget what I'm even saying.
Yeah, no, it's what'd you say? No, I'll go to do I'll be involved in something on the in something, and it strikes my fancy. I go, man, I need to look that up on another tab. So I go to another tab in there, and I go to type, and I go, what the heck was I just looking at?
Yeah, that's me, all right.
No, it's funny. It seems to come with age. I never suspected it would sneak in like that.
I know, and that's the whole thing, man. It just sneaks up on you. It's got a hold of you before you know it.
But I can remember what I did when I was 12.
Well, I guess that's a good thing.
I guess. Well, you know what I'm saying. You can remember things a fair number of things from long ago. Some images are really embedded in your ideas and things are embedded in your head. But I've learned over the years that memories are moldable, and they seem to get moldable in your head without you even realizing it over the years. You'll remember an event, and then you'll be telling somebody who was probably was at the event, same event you went to, and then they go, "What?" And they go, you tell them again, they go, "No, that's not the way it happened at all." And then they tell you, and you go, "Yeah, you may be right," and you realize you've been remembering the wrong stuff.
I've been there and done that. Does Hayes have a 10-meter radio?
I, I don't think Hayes has a 10-meter yet. Do you, Hayes?
Yeah, I do. That's that one. I remember I brought it at breakfast. Right now, I have a 10 and 12-meter only radio. It's the Mirage 2950, and I'm going to keep that for a while and one day get an HS rig. And when I do, that'll become the mobile.
Oh yeah, very good. Yeah, I forgot about that. That was a nice little rig. Like I said, I didn't know Mirage made a 10-meter rig.
Yeah, I didn't either. The reason I was asking is I have a radio I could loan him until he got one. That's why I was asking. I greatly appreciate the offer. That's awfully nice of you. This is NAWG.
Yeah, you can get together. Hayes, your email's good on QRZ.
Yes, it is. It's the only email I ever use.
Okay, well, Michael, you know how to get a hold of him.
Roger that. Thank you. I don't guess I have anything else, so back to net.
All right, very good. That's Michael, Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. He does a 10-meter net on Sunday nights at 7:30. Who else is north or west? East, north, or west? Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. It's up there. You already well, I'll talk to you about that later. How's it going there, Jeff?
It's going. Just kind of hanging out here. Showed up with the net, so that's about it.
Good conditions, man. You are 60 over tonight.
Guess the wind's blowing my signal your way a little bit stronger.
No, it's doing fine, really. That's a big signal. And you really can't, at least tonight, you can't complain about your antenna.
I never did. Not the 2-meter one, just pushes up a little bit higher, but other than that, it's a good performer.
Oh, yeah. No, well, I've bragged on, and I do that, and I probably shouldn't. I bragged on the diamond antennas because I have had them. And, but, the others guys, Comet and Hustler, they make excellent 2-meter, 7-centimeter. They make all kinds of good antennas. It depends upon the application.
Oh, yeah. Other brands, I'm sure, are just as good as Diamond, but I just got the diamond because of the specs and the price, so I got the X300, so it works pretty good.
Oh yeah, no, really, I've seen and heard good things out of the 300 and the 510, I believe it is. Both very good antennas for just, well, you'll know because you know who you can hear and who you can't hear.
I'm sure if mine was up a little bit higher, I could, hear more, but it does good. Most, some stations I can hear, but, for the most part, it does okay.
Well, some of that's inevitable, but how high up is it now, Jeff?
About 25, 30 feet at the base.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's a little tough to get it up higher without guying and a better mast,
Yeah, if I put it up any higher, it would have to be guided because a good, gust of wind coming through, it'll probably, bend the mast in two. But, it's just, for right now, I'll leave it as is because it works okay.
Yeah, very good. Are you able to hear that other station that's in there once in a while?
Yes, I can, tell it to get the carrier, but I don't hear any audio.
Oh, okay, I got it. Anyway, very good. That's good. But Jeff, that's Jeff, Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. He's in Madison. Great signal tonight. Who else is east, north, or west?
KG4 LV, Jack and Donaldson.
Hey, Jack. Everything good?
Everything's great.
Yeah, I keep on hearing some of that nice interference in there. I don't know if are you copying that?
Yeah, it sounds like they're open mic, and I keep hearing the tones tonight, pretty clear.
Yeah, somebody's having fun. Everything going well?
Oh yeah, I had a nice day. I got out and worked in my garden and spent the day getting over that.
Yeah. What do you have a time in the spring where you plant more stuff?
No, just kind of plant as the. Actually, I go by the almanac a lot of times.
Ah, the old farmer's almanac?
Yeah, it seems to work pretty well.
Nah, those people are pretty slick. I mean, they only been doing it for 150 years or something.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but I always seem to have a pretty good garden when I go by the moon.
Yeah, tonight's a full moon too. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's right. So get your seeds started.
Very good. Yeah, it was pretty out there. It wasn't as pretty as I hoped it would be because it was cloudy when it started to get dark tonight, and I was kind of sorry that it was cloudy.
Yeah, I think all this wind is bringing a storm in here in this low front. But anyway, I'll let you go, Paul. There's others waiting to check in, and thanks for doing the net.
Yeah, very good. That's Jack in Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Who else is west? Anybody else west or south?
Kilo Mike 4, November Yankee, Bill.
Hey, Bill, you sound great tonight.
Well, thank you. I hope everybody hears me well.
Well, not always true. Murfreesboro. Let me ask you. Hold on one second, Mike. How are you copying the bill tonight up in the Belshire?
He's just breaking the squelch, but I have no audio.
Okay. See, that's always. It's funny how Murfreesboro to me is like a clear shot, but in Mike is just a couple of miles northeast of Nashville. He can just barely. He just knows you're there, but he can't hear your audio.
Well, I'm not running a lot of power, but that's all right with me.
No. It's all good. It's all good. It's the key is they have the best station that's economical and works for you. Doesn't have to, it's not important to talk to. If there's, for instance, you know very well in emergency services, if you really had to talk to Mike, you would easily be able to use me or somebody else as a relay.
I don't know that I ever have any trouble hearing you.
No, I've got a pretty big signal going down to Murfreesboro. I'm sure I bother some people down there.
Oh, I don't think so. We all talk about you in a good way.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, very good, Bill. Everything going good with you and your wife?
Yeah, I think I'm satisfied as well as we can be in life.
Oh, yeah. Aren't we told to be contented in all situations?
Happy with what you have and make the use of it.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't do any good to sit around and carp about it, does it?
Like I said, I'm just happy for what we have.
I'm with you, Bill. That was Bill in Murfreesboro, Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee. Who else is west or south?
yourself. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hey, Larry, hold on one second. I had Mike in there here in Mount Juliet. What's up, Michael?
Not much. I got that end fed up on a 40-foot spider beam pole. It seems to be doing pretty good. I was hitting Utah and a couple other western states this morning, or actually this evening.
Awesome. What bands were you on?
That was actually 40 meters, and I hit 80 meters down in Costa Rica.
Oh, great. That's it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Without a doubt. Now, if I could just get the true 80 to 40 to work, or 80 to 10 to work, I'd have it made. But experimentation.
Yeah, that's why the practices that you have to meet the equipment, the location, and your expertise. That's what makes it all work.
Definitely. But it's good hearing everybody on tonight. Look forward to breakfast in a couple more weeks here.
Yeah, that'll be a week from Saturday, I believe. Anyway, everything else all right with the family? Michael, everything else with the family? I lost you.
But definitely, you take it all back there, Paul, and we'll catch you on 10 meters when it comes up.
Very good. That was Michael, Kilo 3 Mike Papa Romeo, here in Mount Juliet, over on the backside of east of Providence. Larry, I heard you in there, KE4SYV.
Yeah, man, I'm here listening in. Why don't you get on with it, Paul? KE4SYV.
Very good. That's Larry with a good signal out of Rockville. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Who else is wherever I was? Any place, anywhere, since we're going east, north, south, or east, northwest, or south.
Keep me on our KK.
Hold on, I got Frank. There was somebody else in there, but I got Frank in there first. Frank, what's up?
Oh, I guess better late than never.
Oh, no, it's, going around the compass as I do backwards is just a way to formalize it, but there's no rules about when you check in, not really.
Yeah, no, you were doing north, and I was like, okay, I'll get in there. And then you went to like west and south. I'm like, okay, well, I'll wait till I'll be a lollygagger or something. Rectum 04.
Are you able to hear that other station in there, Frank?
No, I'm not. I heard Jack say he can hear the tones, and I cannot hear them. So I'm not hearing the mystery station. So it must be something blocking me. I wish that was useful information, but without looking at a topographical map, I couldn't tell you. But yeah, he's whoever that person is or whatever that is, it's not bothering me.
Oh, that's interesting because there are times that DTMF comes in like it's somebody's on a handheld next to my house. It's that loud. I mean, it's really a good signal on the DTMF. The audio, not so much, but the DTMF really blasts me.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I wish people wouldn't do that stuff. What are you gonna do? But that's definitely not interfering with me. So that I guess I got to be thankful for that. But I don't like that type of stuff. It's childish.
Oh, I agree. It's I don't get it myself. If you want to get on the air and talk. You don't have to get in there and bother other people. It's weird. Anyway, that was Frank. He's in Northwest Mount Juliet. Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo. Who else is not a lollygagger tonight? Who else is actually south? Who's coming?
83 CTP.
Where are you tonight, Brian? Brian, where are you tonight?
Oh, I'm in the basement on the all mode, and I think what we've got here is the noise that's on your signal to me is being generated by some noise that's actually there. I think that's what's going on. I'm not hearing that guy, but I have a feeling he's on there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's and the conditions are such that I can hear him pretty well, although it's still a low signal. And the reason I asked you where you were because your audio is probably twice, at least half again as much as it normally is.
Well, it's a standard ICOM microphone on the standard ICOM 271A. Nothing special, but it's probably a
Well, what's fascinating is I was just watching the meter here, and it's going. It was actually picket fencing as you were talking, but your audio stayed pretty steady, and it was rapidly bouncing between S7 and S5 or so. Just it was pop, 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 pop. You know, it was like a drum.
Yeah, I got that on yours too. I think it's probably an airplane coming through or something. We get multi-band. Not too certain. That guy, a friend of mine up in Galveston said he heard that thing come on. Um, I guess what we got to do, the only way we can handle it is to, if you hear it, write it down, just the time it does it and the date, and we'll figure out if we can find a time that happens more often than not. It'll be a lot easier.
Yeah, he's having a good time this evening. Though. I can see that. Yeah, he was actually. Yeah, he was actually using some foul language today. It sounded like a recording.
Yeah, it is. It's probably an SD card stuck in something. I don't know if Roy checked in, but he'd probably hear it the worst because it's real close to him.
Yeah, probably. I think it covers him up pretty good. But he's kind of back in the background. But you cover him up, and most all the other stations have covered him up pretty well. So his signal isn't too good today. Anyway, we'd hate to give signal reports to a guy who's obviously a QRM guy.
Well, yeah, I kind of wonder if we'll need a drone to get up on one of those roofs and look at the roofs because it may be something somebody put up on top. Figured it would, I don't know. I didn't see any. I looked around. I've been over there quite a few times, and it's going to take more than a couple guys to find it.
Yeah, I got it. Well, very good. That's Brian. I do appreciate your help on that, Brian. That's Brian Kilo Alpha 3 Charlie Tango Papa. He's in Hendersonville. Great signal tonight. A little bit of multipath, I think, because there was some bopping around with the signal on here on the S. Who else is south or anywhere?
Comment.
Go ahead, Mike.
India 4, November, Delta, November. Good evening, Mr. Paul.
Yeah, David, what's your comment? Hold on one second, David. I had Michael in there with a quick comment.
I could hear someone talking the whole time Brian was.
Yeah, I think he's north of you, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, very good. David, how are you doing down there in Reedyville?
Okay, doing pretty good, Mr. Paul. Just fine. How about yourself, sir?
Oh, I couldn't be any better, really. Your signal is awesome tonight. The conditions are excellent.
Yeah, I've got it boosted up there for sure this evening, and not the 5-watt thing, but as always, you sounded really good. Most of the stations, I can hear a lot of the stations anyway. So.
Yeah, very good. No, you're really you're on your vertical, right?
No, sir. I'm on that 4-element, the Yankee, pointed kind of northwest, right straight towards you. And I know no QRM on this signal. I couldn't hear any of that stuff going on with that.
Now I don't know what, it's a relatively low power station, and he's doing purposeful QRM on this frequency. I'm not sure why. Maybe he just doesn't like it. I don't know. I don't even know who it is. Having the fog. I tell you what, I got to put a star on your check-in. I'll send you a copy. But I recorded some of his information from the radio on a good day, and you'll appreciate it.
I certainly would, sir. Again, I can't hear it. I do hear a lot of one-way conversations that way, but I hear you always good, though.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, they named streets after me. One way.
All right, Mr. Paul. You carry on, sir. I do appreciate it, and I'll look forward to that email. Thank you.
All right, very good. That was David in Reedyville, Kilo, India 4 November, Delta November, and he's operating on a 4-element beam pointed up toward me. And obviously, he's from his distance, he'd be hitting most of Wilson and Davidson County, I'm sure. Michael, were you copying him up in Belshire?
Most of the time I can, but I could not tonight.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say it's a little rough again. Going to the southeast from you is tough.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's really mostly operator error, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say so. I need to get that antenna up another 50 feet.
Yeah, don't you wish? All righty. Anyway, that was David again in Reedyville. Kilo India 4 November, Delta November. Who else is south or anywhere?
Kilo Oscar 4, Tennessee Gulf X-ray, John about Juliet.
Hey, John, how you doing? Well?
Doing very well, thanks, Paul.
Yeah, very good. Anything special for the net tonight? You got a good signal, but you're in Mount Juliet, so it's pretty simple.
Yeah, not too far of a hop to you, but I'm hearing everybody. I've always had a problem with people north, and I think it's just a terrain issue, but no, I'm hearing everyone pretty well tonight.
Yeah, no, tonight, if for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because of that cold front moving in or what, but it is a very good night for propagation for 2 meters.
Yeah, we actually had some good activity on 10 meters today, too. Got a couple of contacts out west.
I've heard that. I heard it was good today, but it's been off and on, and it's been excellent to hear that 10 meters is jumping around so well because it was dead for so long.
Yeah, it's been sporadic. It comes in just for a little bit and then goes back out. But yeah, they had contact out in California and Las Vegas and up in Portland area, so that's pretty good contact.
Yeah, and when 10 meters is good, I said this before in the air. Back when I was in Florida, I put an end-fed ZEP up in the air on just a piece of wire that I built. It's a half wave. Half wave. That's right. It's a half wave antenna with a quarter wave stub, and it's hanging out of a tree. And I was talking all over it. I don't know if I did. I don't remember if I did any DX work. Maybe I did the Cuba or something, or South America. But most of it was. I remember talking out to Seattle and Oregon and California. It was awesome.
Yeah, I was talking with a guy, and just to do a test, I turned my antenna selector over to no antenna, just a blank port, and I could still copy him from California. So when that band's in, there's not much keeping you from getting a signal.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a heck of a way to test it, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just curious because I mean he was super, full strength, no sound, no issue at all. And so I just wanted to test what it would be to put it to another antenna, and he came in. He dropped the signal down, of course, but he still came in.
Yeah, that's great. Well, good. That was John here in Mount Juliet. Kilo Oscar 4 Tango X-ray Golf. Good signal, but it should be to me, that's for sure. Being it's right in the same town. Who else is any place anywhere? Anybody, any place, anywhere, please come in.
WB4 Wyoming.
Hello, how are you tonight?
Oh, it's pretty good. It's been a while. Yeah, I've been just hanging around the house, not doing too much. I've got some surgery coming up soon. My right rotator cuff this time, so trying to get the old body patched up. How you doing tonight?
Pretty good, Clyde. I've only had. I'm trying to remember. I've only had one. I'll just say minor surgery with the gallbladder removal, and that was 30 years ago. I don't want any more surgeries.
Yeah, I wish I didn't have to have it, because mine's just in outpatient, so it's not too bad.
No, and they do that. What do they call it? Arthroscopically? Is that what they do?
Do you want to say again?
Is that what they call arthroscopically? They insert a tube in there and they do it that way somehow.
I'm not really sure. They went in last time and replaced or did some work on the rotator cuff, but it could be. I'm not exactly. I'm not sure exactly how it is. It doesn't last long. Surgery is a piece of cake. It's the therapy afterward. It's brutal.
Oh yeah. Well, I've had that issue too when I busted my scapular there in that car accident. Whatever that was. It's going on for 4.5 years ago. And the therapy, you're right. It's a pain in the neck. Well, in this case, pain in the shoulder.
Yeah. You gotta. I stayed with it and I got through it. Because if you don't, your arm will lock back up. So that makes the surgery. I can't think of the words right thing. Unproductive. So I did pretty well what they wanted. So anyway, I'll get it past me. That's going to be interesting because it's my right arm this time, so I'm going to have to feed myself with my left arm. So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
So you're going to lose some weight, are you?
No, I don't need to. I'm 145 pounds dripping wet now.
I only got you about 105 pounds.
Yeah, I'm probably not far of it. I used to be 250, but I lost that a couple years ago.
Wow, that's quite a weight loss. No, I was just saying that the eating with your left hand, it is harder to eat if you're right-handed. But if I had to, I'd manage. Believe me, I'd stick my face in the plate if I had to.
Oh yeah. If I can't eat it, I'll just put it in the blender, blend it up.
Everything else going well for when are you going to do the surgery before I go to there? When is that coming up?
We haven't set a date. I'm getting ready to get my surgeon with probably within about a week, so it won't be long after.
Well, if it's on the right arm, can you work the push to talk with the left arm?
Say again?
Can you operate your microphone push to talk with the left hand?
Yeah. It'll be different, but I can't do it. Yeah.
Very good, Clyde. Good to have you in there. That's Clyde, easy here in Mount Juliet. Whiskey, Bravo for Yankee, Lima, Victor. Who else is any place anywhere? Anybody, any place, anywhere besides that guy who's transmitting on top of everybody? He's been quiet there. Anybody, any place, anywhere? No lollygaggers, lurkers, or sandbaggers? All righty. We had 26, 25, 24. And there's 24, Michael, because we had an early check-in with Steve up in Bowling.
Gotcha.
Anyway, let's we're finishing a little early tonight, so we can go right over to 10 meters. 28.415 upper sideband, the same as Michael's net on Sunday nights, but we're doing it now. So 7:30, don't forget, you'll get an email if you're on the email list about 28.415 on Sunday nights, which that net is seemingly growing as well. So we'll see it right now on 28.415. Just to impress it in your brain what that frequency is. All right, I'm moving over there now. K4PE.
But I do not think they will be successful.
All righty, this is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mt Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Looking for check-ins on 10 meters. Let's see, we're going from where are we starting? East. No, where were we starting? I forgot already. Yes, east, please come in. Anybody east, please come in. All righty, north, please come in.
WV0
Sounds lonely out there, doesn't it, Mark?
It does. I'm surprised there was nobody from the east.
Well, east is a little bit slim. Depends on who's out there, but east is less east than there is, all of that's going out to the hinterlands in Lebanon and east, and going north and west and south is more people. Oh, good. I did hear Richard in there. KI4SIB. Hold on. Yeah, okay, Mark. Anything else for the net?
Not a thing. Say hello, Richard.
Sounds like Richard's yelling through a paper towel cardboard tube. Good to hear you in there, Richard. That's Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo. Who else is north? Please come in.
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo.
Are you able to hear Richard at all, Frank?
Yes, he's very light, but I can hear him today. Yay!
Yeah, it's I don't know what his deal is up there. It sounds like he's using a coat hanger or something.
Yeah, it's coming through today.
Yeah, no, I can hear him out there. It just sounds like he's way off in the dream world, Anyway, that was Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo. That's Frank here in northwest Mount Juliet. Who else is north? North or west?
KM4YRF.
Very good, Michael. Got you in there. Yeah, that guy that's up there and wherever he is north of you he's a pain in the butt tonight. He's on there almost the whole time.
Yeah, it was just a constant thing tonight. I think he's just having a real good time. But I was going to make a comment and say, if my station was that weak, I wouldn't even bother.
Well, I don't get it. That's why I say I'm not even sure he knows where he is, because he doesn't ever respond to us directly.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Well, I'm not saying there's not any crazy people in ham radio, but he's kind of crazy.
You got that right.
Very good. That was Mike, KM4YRF. Who else is west or west?
Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo, Echo, Echo.
Yeah, hold on one second, Greg. I did hear you in there, Jeff. Light signal, but I got you in there. Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. How's my copy to you? All right, very good. I didn't catch a whole lot of that. Uh, who can hear Jeff better? I mean, can anybody hear him real strong?
I do.
Yeah, it's funny. He sounds like he's talking through a McDonald's straw. Interesting, Jeff. Yeah, that's interesting why your signal is so light to me, but it's fine. Well, again, Michael's fairly close to you, they're in Madison and Belshire, but it's not as like you're in it's not like you're in northern Kentucky. It's just funny how light your signal is. We'll have to talk about that again. Anyway, that's Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf in Madison. And Greg, how you doing? 10 meters. Who are you copying everybody?
I did not copy the last station. I'd have to, if I got headphones out, I might be able to correct the signal out.
Yeah, I'm with you. No, I sometimes wish I would just automatically put on the headphones, but then I have to put on an adapter because then I have to make sure that not only does the audio come through my speaker, but it has to come through two ports, the speaker and my headset. So it's kind of a pain because I don't always need the headset, just once in a great while.
Yeah, I've got mine right here. I don't know why, particularly for 10 meters. I could just go ahead and put it on.
Yeah, very good. That was Greg in Antioch, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is south? South or anywhere?
KG4 ILD, Jack and Donaldson.
All right, very good, Jack. You sound good. Was there another station in there too? I hear somebody in the background there. Is that somebody I should be hearing? Anyway, that last one was Jack in Donaldson. I think I said that. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Anybody else on 10 meters? Any place, anywhere? All right, very good. I heard Brian and another station in there. Brian, your signal's pretty light tonight. I'm not sure why. Yeah, no, I can hear you. It's just low. I mean, it's a really low audio. Almost. Give me your call out again so I can watch it on the meter. I wasn't looking at the meter. Not even moving the meter, man, but I can hear you. That's what's funny is I'm not sure I guess 50 watts ain't cutting it from your QTH. Anyway, that's Brian, Kilo Alpha 3, Charlie Tango. Michael, are you able to hear him better?
Yeah, it sounds to me like he might be off frequency a little bit.
Yeah. Are you talking about him or the radio?
No, I'm not talking about fire. I'm talking about the radio.
No, I can hear him, but it's just a little weak. All righty, that was Kilo Alpha 3, Charlie Tango Papa. It's Brian in Hendersonville. Who else is any place anywhere?
Golf Oscar November station. Paul, do you hear that station at all?
I can hear it, but it's very weak to me.
It's a Galveston station, and its last three is GOM.
Is that Golf Oscar Mike? Is that correct? Golf Oscar Mike?
Yes.
You didn't get the prefix on that, did you?
Okay, it's Kilo Oscar for Golf Oscar November.
Ah, very good. Yeah, but I have a signal and I have an audio that I can hear, and it would be better if I had headphones on. I could probably hear you better. Apparently, he's copying me, or otherwise he wouldn't be responding, right?
I thought you said Kilo Delta 4.
One more time on your call, please. The Gallatin station.
Kilo Delta 4, Golf Oscar November.
Okay, very good. It was Kilo Delta 4, Golf Oscar November. No, I wouldn't have been able to make that out without a little help from that relay. Hold on one second. Let me just quickly look that up and make sure we got the right party there. So I can slap a first name on it. Hold on. Yeah, that must be Danny in Gallatin. That must be correct, Danny.
He confirmed his 30-meter dipole. He's on a 30-meter dipole, and he had confirmed that that's him.
Ah, very good. Very good. That's great. Very great. Good to have you in there, Danny. I think this is the first time you checked in, I believe. It's Kilo Delta 4 Golf Oscar November in Gallatin. Well, appreciate you being there, Danny. Hope you can check in again. I'm not sure how you can improve a signal on a 30-meter antenna, but you seem to be doing pretty good, at least to some people, but not to me. I can barely. I know you're there. I just can't hear you. So I appreciate you being there anyway. Kilo Delta 4 Golf Oscar November. Any place, anywhere, anybody? Anybody hearing anything out there? Because I seem to hear some background talk, but I can't tell if it's local.
Not mine.
All right, very good. Well, we'll wrap it up unless we have any lollygaggers or lurkers hanging around out there for last call. Please come down. All righty, wrapping up the net. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. We had 10 on 10 meters and we had 24 on 2 meters. So, and then again, February 16th, 2022. I'm living in the past. And looking forward to hearing everybody on the air again. K4PEW, and appreciate everybody checking in. Have a good night.
Yeah, Paul, 7301 coming out FTK.
All right, Frank, have a good one.
Good job, Paul.